Okay, Nancy, so where are we now?
We're in the Barrington Coffee House.
The BCH, the Barrington Coffee House, and who's playing tonight?
Carsie Blanton.
Carsie Blanton.
Carsie Blanton.
Okay, Carsie, this video is dedicated to you. I bought 2 of your CDs. You're going to sign them for me later. Thanks.
I have to admit, Carsie's one of the best, and she's played here a couple times, and she's like my favorite. So this is about as cool as it can be. So all I can say is thank you everybody for being here, and please put your hands together for a nice warm welcome for Carsie Blanton.
So, gosh, this is really cool. Thanks so much for coming. We have an overfull house. I think that's a first in my career, so I appreciate that. And thanks again to Alex for opening. She's, besides being just a phenomenal songwriter and a really wonderful person, she's also my next door neighbor, which I think is, yeah. It makes it really fun because we have, we're both musicians, so we don't have real jobs, so we just, I could take a hovercraft, I could take a train, I could take a holiday to London or Spain. I could brave the ocean in a tiny canoe and sail through a hailstorm or indigo blue. Or I could steal a tiger from the Washington Zoo and ride him up to Canada and feed him caribou. Find somebody like you. But the method of writing it was, I was sitting in my house and I was thinking about similes, which are metaphors that use like or as you all remember, of course. And it occurred to me, like cute as a button is a simile, and it occurred to me that you didn't actually have to use the similes that were already in operation. Like cute as a button, you could just come up with your own. Like you could say cute as a kidney bean. Yeah. So this was a revelation that came to me, and I wrote this whole song based on that revelation. Can I have a tiny bit more guitar on the monitor? He showed up brighter than a buoy, slicker than a submarine. Bonny as a tougher than a tortoise, sadder than a coffin crew. But what fool keeps hanging on to something after it has fell apart? Send it to the warehouse. Go get yourself another heart. Get yourself another. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Ain't So Green, which I love and holds a special place in my heart, is now 4 years old, which for me feels like an eternity because I've written a lot of songs in the last 4 years. So I'm going to play a lot of newer stuff tonight because I'm just really stoked about all of this material that I'm working on now. And this song is going to be on the new album. It's called Money in the Bank. And yeah. And when I wrote this song, I was falling in love with someone, and I was thinking about how most songwriters write a song at some point in their career about like poker or some kind of gambling, and so I just figured I had to write one. It's like part of the career, So I wrote this. Actually, before I wrote it, this is a true story. I've never played poker, so I didn't know anything about it. So before I wrote the song, I actually went and looked it up on Wikipedia. It was a lousy deal on both our parts. You bet me a body and I raised you a heart, but you foiled my plan. When you called my bluff, I got a decent hand, but is it good enough to win? I had it figured out until you dealt me in. Well, I ain't so slow that I don't know that you put on a show when I'm around. And I ain't so mean that I ain't seen the way you look to me to calm you down. But there's too many ways to break a heart. There's too many ways to fall apart. There's too many things that I could do to let you down. And I ain't so green that I ain't seen the way love slips away without a sound. Something that my mom tells me to say when I introduce it, because my mom is a songwriter too, actually, and a big connoisseur of songs. And when I wrote this song, she's like, I really like that song, except that one line is kind of ambiguous. So when you announce it, or when you introduce it, you should say what the line means. So all I'm going to say is, something you should know about me is that I'm kind of short. You can probably tell that. And I like to be picked up and carried around. It's true. Not by just anyone, though. It's important to say. Because one time I said that, and then like after the show, I was selling CDs, and this guy was just like, huh! And I was like, that's weird. You can bring me flowers, you can carry me around. Smile proudly everywhere we go. Talk.
Encore. One more.
Wasn't sure if I should like pretend like there was a backstage to go to, but I decided not to. Okay. This is Belle the Ball. Thanks again. You're a wonderful audience. I love you. Buy my CD. Buy Alex's CD. Buy lots of coffee and stuff. Thank you. Late last Saturday night, they ran away. A girl from Louisiana came and took my man away. I never would have thought that he would pull something so crass. We were fit as a fiddle, and right in the middle he boiled like a kettle, and nothing could settle him, and it was all that I could do to wait for it to pass.
So this is Carsie. Carsie, thanks for singing tonight. You did a great job.
My pleasure. Thanks for coming.
The songs were all about me, I thought.
Right. You know, actually though, I have to tell you, I know you could make the assumption, but the one about where am I going to find somebody like you, not actually about you.
Okay, well, I'll get over it, I guess.
You'll recover.